What's up, Leafs Nation? Welcome back to another game preview. I'm Zack Phillips, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at game number 69 of the Toronto Maple Leafs regular season. Game number 69, nice, yes. And tonight they're hosting the Edmonton Oilers here. The second time these two teams have gone head-to-head this season. Last game they played January 16th in Edmonton. The Leafs did lose that one 4-2. We did see goals from Auston Matthews, Morgan Rielly. Martin Jones was in net for the Maple Leafs at that time before he was relegated down to being the third goaltender in what was a bit of a resurgence from Ilya Samsonov, who was the first one off the ice here this morning at morning skate, which projects him to be the starter in tonight's matchup. Ilya Samsonov has been absolutely electric lately, looking very, very good since his little bounce back where he took some time away from the team, came back, and was ready to go taking over this number one position. Samsonov has been on fire, but so have the Edmonton Oilers. And it looks like in this one, coming into this game, they're making some slight adjustments here. We obviously have seen them over the last little while play with some depth. They're not afraid to make some changes to their lineup, and those would include how they sort out the two big boys, Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Tonight, they're going to be on the first line together alongside Zach Hyman. I can't wait to see how Sheldon Keefe decides to put his blender to use and match up here. If everyone is healthy, Bertuzzi, game time decision here. Mitch Marner obviously not playing in this one still. We have not even seen him at practice for the Leafs. Then we would imagine that the Leafs first line would be able to match up pretty well against them. Matthews going toe-to-toe with Connor McDavid, but with some potential illnesses, Bertuzzi might not be playing. We might see Sheldon Keefe try to shake things up and try to go a little bit of a different approach. Maybe we see David Kampf being used in a little bit of a different role there. So interesting to see how Sheldon Keefe decides to deploy his lineup here tonight. But that being said, when you do look at some of the guys who are in, some of the guys who are out, TJ Brodie scratched for the second time in a row here, and obviously the right decision. I mean, there's no way to go about this one other than to put TJ Brodie back in the press box. He just has to do it. He had to be up there. He was not playing well, and Nick talked about it on the morning show. We've heard other people bring it up as well here. This might just be the best thing for TJ Brodie to do. He kind of started to get into a dark hole, tornado a little bit, to the point where it just continues to get worse and worse and worse. He obviously hears and sees all these negative things that are going on around. He's dealing with his personal issues, and his play on the ice just has not been there so far this season. So let him take some time, let him regroup. Kind of like what we saw from Ilya Samsonov earlier this year, where he just goes away, clear your headspace, and start to get yourself back on track. You know what? Just remove hockey from the equation. So TJ Brodie will be back in the press box here again for this game. As we mentioned there, Bertuzzi, game time, and Mitch Marner still not playing. So that'll do it for what we see from the Leafs lines. One important thing to note here tonight. We've seen a lot of conversation, a lot of discourse online over the last couple of days about Max Domi. Max Domi and Auston Matthews. And one thing I thought was interesting that we saw Mark Masters tweeting out about was the fact that these guys are basically best buds off the ice. They sit beside each other on the plane. They're very good friends. They bond over playing tennis. They've got to know each other really well this year and developed a close friendship. So hopefully that can continue to help build some chemistry on a line that looked like the goddamn Harlem Globetrotters in their last outing against the Washington Capitals with Bertuzzi over on the other side. Again, fingers crossed that Bertuzzi is going to be healthy and able to play in this one tonight. But even if he's not, I'm looking forward to see what Domi and Matthews are capable of coming up with against this Oilers team here. On top of that, power play one. Let's not beat around the bush. This Leafs power play, it fucking sucks right now. It has been very, 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 very poor over the last little while, and they're needing any type of spark possible. I would imagine part of this decision has to do with the fact that Bertuzzi might not be able to go. He might not be able to play. You're seeing Max Domi on power play one here tonight. This power play in practice, as they skated yesterday, at least this is possible to change as we go throughout the day. It's possible to change as we get into warm-ups. It's possible to change from the first shift of the game to the last shift of the game. But Max Domi, Auston Matthews, John Tavares, William Nylander, and Timothy Liljegren project to be power play number one for this Leafs team tonight. Hopefully, this power play can get itself back together, because holy shit is the power play ever important when it comes to the playoffs, and it has not been there for this Leafs team over the last few seasons. So if they can get it right, get it back in the right direction, I think that this could be a decent fit for Max Domi and a good opportunity for him and the guys around him to be able to be on the receiving end of some of those beautiful plays that Max Domi is capable of creating. That's it for the preview. As for tonight's game and what we'll be discussing in the post-game show with myself in the After Dark, we got our best bet. Look, we took some money from our friends at Bet99 a little bit there early on. They're getting back at us. We've lost the last couple of bets. We lose Nick Robertson anytime goal. We lose the Tyler Bertuzzi power play points on Wednesday. I mean, look, that was a good bet in my opinion. I still think that was a good bet. He's getting PP1 time there. That power play had unlimited minutes. It wasn't Bertuzzi's fault that the rest of them have just kind of stunk right now. That was a good number. At some point, it's going to turn around. It's going to regress back to the mean. It's going to start to trend in the right direction. It just didn't happen for us there. But you know where it is going to happen for us, and you know where we are going to have the opportunity to trend right in the right direction and take some money from Bet99. It's tonight with a Zack Hyman anytime goal. We're going Zack Hyman anytime goal plus 125 at Bet99 here. We're going to go a half unit. Look, we talk about this. Risk management, it's important. Bankroll management, it's important. We're going $100 unit sizes this year. We're going to go Zack Hyman anytime goal plus 125 for a half unit. That's $50 at plus 125. And hear me out. Zack Hyman's playing on line number 1. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. That's how they're projected to start tonight. I mean, look, that's a pretty good reason right there to be able to bet on this guy. Number 2, he's got 48 goals on the season. He's 2 away from 50, which would be an incredible milestone for Zack Hyman to achieve. He's doing it in Toronto against the Maple Leafs, and he's on power play 1. Revenge spot, looking for 50, with McDavid, with Draisaitl, power play number 1. I mean, come on. We can't write this stuff up any better. Zack Hyman, anytime goal, plus 125 for a half unit there. That is tonight's best bet. Make sure you're betting this over at Bet99, your local Canadian sportsbook and online casino built by Canadians for Canadians with top-tier customer service, fast payouts, and smooth transactions. Bet99 should be your choice of sportsbook. You must be 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Available to persons in Ontario only. Head over to Bet99. Check it out there. That's all for today's game preview. If you like the content, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, because we will be back here after tonight's game against the Oilers to recap, take calls from you guys, break everything down, read the chat, all that good stuff, discuss in length everything that went on in tonight's game number 69 against the Edmonton Oilers. Enjoy the game tonight, and we will see you right here after the final buzzer for Leafs Nation After Dark.